live in effect. We are back. 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 Do we got sound? Make sure our sound is good because that's the key here. Make sure our sound is good. We're going to go live here on Instagram as well. We're going to go live here on Instagram as well. We are back. Let's get it. Let's see what we got going. It is Motivational Mondays. Motivational Mondays. We are back 7 o'clock. Now, we are back 7 o'clock on your dot. Every episode is 7 p.m. and we got a schedule. So on Twitch, we go live every day. On Instagram, our new schedule will be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Instagram for each episode. So guys, remember, on Instagram, our episodes will be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you want to see every episode, you're going to have to go to Twitch every day. If you do not follow me on Twitch, you will not be enrolled in the giveaways. Guys, come on. I'll be giving away some stuff. I might be giving away some Complex Con tickets. If you want to go to Complex Con in Vegas, you got to follow me on Twitch. I'll be giving away 2-day passes. I might be giving away 2-day passes, but you won't know unless you follow me on Twitch. So on Instagram, the shows will be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On Twitch, it'll be every day. And I'm going to start giving away Amazon cards. I'm going to give away some stuff in Vegas. You don't know what I'm going to give away, so you got to follow me on Twitch. Give away some Amazon cards. I'm going to be giving away stuff. I'm going to be giving. Complex Com is where Young Thug is going to perform. So Complex Com, they sell clothes. They have performances. It's in Vegas. Look it up. Go to Google Complex Com. It's real dope. Young Thug will be performing there. They'll have Yeet performing there. It's a lot of cool stuff. It's real dope. So you never know. You got to follow me on Twitch, though. So you got to go sign up for Twitch. Follow me on Twitch, and you'll know. But today's show, guys, hey, today's show is very interesting. I had the opportunity to actually see something in live time today that really sparked my brain on relationships. We're going to talk about some relationships. We're going to talk about some financials. I found out today that Fora did file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So we're going to talk about the difference between Chapter 11 bankruptcy and Chapter 7 bankruptcy. There is a difference. We're going to get into that, at the top of the hour. We're going to talk about relationships. And then I want to ask a question, guys. I want to ask a real solid question. Did reality TV show kill femininity or kill the culture of femininity? Or did reality TV show change the culture and change how femininity is addressed? Because Bad Girls Clubs, Love and Hip Hop, Baddies and all that, right? Did that really affect the culture? Because I saw something today that was crazy. I just seen something today it was just unknown to me. When I seen this, it was very startling. I'm going to use the professional words. It was very startled. I was startled, right? When I seen this, right? Yeah, those are all trash, right? But did those shows, when they peaked in the early 10s? Was that the early 10s, I want to say? Did those shows that peaked in the early 10s influence young women of other nationalities thinking that's how black women acted and that's how it was cool, that's what men liked, and did they start acting like that? And I'm going to tell you why I think that, right? So today, I come back from lunch, right? So for my lunch at work, as of late, I've been trying to drop down to like 180, which is very hard unless you're like counting your calories and you're doing cardio and you're just eating right and you're getting the proper sleep and you're drinking enough water. So only place that carries my vegan meat is Walmart. They have vegan lunch meat. So I go get my vegan lunch meat from Walmart. Now, while I'm sitting at the light, this lady is so loud, I can hear her from the bus stop at the light. So when I look back, she's all in her man's face, neck. You think I'm some hoe? Like literally snapping her head. I'm like, whoa. But the way I'm looking at her, the mannerism that she's doing it's a Hispanic lady. She's talking to her, I don't know if it's her husband or her boyfriend, right? But the mannerism that she's doing this in, I'm like, it's no way this mannerism was in her household. She couldn't have found this mannerism in her household. It's no way that this mannerism was in her household. She had to get this from TV or somewhere, right? So now I'm asking myself, did she pick this up from reality TV show, music, talk shows, or where? Because there's no way on God's green earth that she learned this in her household, right? So I'm questioning myself. Did reality TV show really spawn a new wave of how women act? Or is this just the evolution of women? Or do women is it social media? Is it the clips? What are we working with, ladies? Ladies can let me know more than anything. What do you guys think? What do you guys think happened? Because I have my belief system is that it's a mixture of both. I think reality TV show was a start, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, what other shows? The Bad Girls Club, Baddies, Loving Hip Hop, Loving Real Wives of Hip Hop, and all this stuff where women, it was cool for these women to act crazy and act wild, right? And when they did that, a lot of these young women were probably like in middle school or junior high, right? And so they were hold on, let me take that off. I don't want that on there. That's messing that up. They were probably into that. They probably thought that's what dudes wanted or thought that's what was cool, right? And then now you get fast forward, now they're in these real adult relationships, and that's how they're responding to conflict in real adult relationships, which I think is kind of awkward, right? So I'm sitting here watching this whole thing play out because she's yelling loud in his face, and he's just sitting there like what's going on? I'm like sitting there like, yeah, this ain't it, right? So then I had to ask myself, one, I'm in somebody else's business, what normally I don't do, but I'm just looking like, bro, like that ain't the one. One, she's getting loud and she don't even look. I'm not gonna say how she look because I'm not gonna degrade nobody on here, but it's fair to say that he didn't have to take that from her. He could have just walked off. He could have got on the bus and minded his business, right? But we're gonna keep the show moving on, right? So today, who was it? Somebody sent me a post from the food community. Everybody know what the food community is? The food community is a blog that posts random stuff. I don't know what to consider the stuff they post, but it's random stuff. So they sent up a post that the rapper we talked about earlier, I think, well, what day was this, guys? I don't know what day it was, but it was one of those days. It was one of the days we talking about the rapper 4, right? He filed for bankruptcy, right? I think he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So if you don't know the difference, there's a difference between Chapter 7 and Chapter 11 bankruptcy, right? Because when they said it, I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about. So I was like, hold up. Because I know there's a difference between Chapter 7 bankruptcy and Chapter 11 bankruptcy, right? Now, the difference, if you don't know what Chapter 7 and Chapter 11 is, because I didn't know, the difference is Chapter 7 bankruptcy is liquidation. This means the purpose of this is to completely eliminate all your debts, right? And businesses and individuals can do this. The process is basically you liquidate all your assets, right, just to pay all your creditors. And then basically what that is, you satisfy everybody, and then certain assets are protected by exemptions and all eligible debts are wiped out, right? The outcome, you get a fresh start and businesses are shut down. That's a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, right? He did not file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. He filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now, Chapter 11 bankruptcy is very interesting. It's a reorganization of the business. So the business is allowed to still function while they reorganize its finances to continue operating, right? Mostly businesses with high debt and individuals can file this, right? So basically it said he has I think he has like $1 to $10 million worth of debt. That's a lot of debt. But of course he's an artist, so of course, right? So under the Chapter 11 bankruptcy, the business stays open while operating under court-approved reorganizational plans, right? The company negotiates to creditors to reduce and restructure the debt. So I'm pretty sure he's working on restructuring his debt to the people he owe or to the companies he owe, most likely the record label, right? So bam, the goal is to be profitable again and repay debts over a time period. Okay, now, so I was curious, right? So I was curious in a quick comparison how Chapter 11 debt and how Chapter 7 debt really looked if you looked at it like head on. So they were saying that a Chapter 7 and 11 head on quick comparison table would look like this. The type of bankruptcy is Chapter 7, liquidation, Chapter 11, reorganization. Who can file? Both is individuals, business, primarily business and some individuals, right? What happens to the assets on Chapter 7? Sold to pay creditors. Chapter 11, retained under a repayment plan. So on Chapter 11, it's retained under a payment plan, right? Business operations under Chapter 7 is shut down completely. That's everything's done. We're out of business. It's over, right? Under Chapter 11, the business continues to operate. What that basically means under Chapter 11 is whatever he has going is still going under that Chapter 11, right? So he's still good in that aspect, right? Now, debt outcome under Chapter 7 is discharge totally wiped out. He's good to go if he did a chapter 7. Under the chapter 11 is restructured and repaid over time. So he's not wiping out his debt with the chapter 11 is repaid over time, right? The length of the process, chapter 7 is relatively short, few months. Chapter 11 can last over years, right? So that's instant. So I asked myself, right? So now I'm like, we live in a world full of information, right? So I'm like, hold up. We live in a world full of information. So I'm like, we live in a world full of information. Now, what could be this guy's like debt? Like he put out there, this is already out there, this public information. So I was like, okay, I want to see what type of debt he has. So it says that he filed for bankruptcy, chapter 11, on August 1st in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court of Central District of California in Riverside, right? He said, estimated financials, assets and liabilities are reported to be between 1 million to 10 million in a range of 50 to 99 creditors are listed. Now listen, it says, please, I know I talk fast, so I'm going to say it very slow and I'm going to say it very clearly, right? Assets and liabilities are reported in the 1 million to 10 million range. 50 to 99 creditors are listed. That means he owes between 1 million to 10 million. 50 to 99 creditors are listed. That means he owes between 50 and 99 people. That's crazy. Up to 10 million. Okay. Key creditors and liabilities. The key creditors that he owes is Warner Records. So that's his record label. A contingent and also unresolved claim of approximately $200,000 stemming from earlier label obligations, right? So stemming from early label obligations. So pretty much record sales, studio time, right? Oren Lane. I don't even know who Oren Lane is. A separate contested claim of $400,000. Okay, I don't even know who that is. Other creditors include Nixon Peabody LLP, $77,000, Low Law, $30,000, City National Bank, $25,000, American Express, $9,000, with production vendors and service providers and all other stuff, right? Now, for LLC, which he LLC'd himself, which is smart. A lot of people do LLC themselves for a certain level of protection for situations like this. So I know, guys, I don't know if you know, if you guys know this, like you can LLC yourself, which protects you on certain levels, you know. So he did this for himself. He LLC'd himself, that protects him, right? So bam, the entity that's being chapter 11 is For, which is For LLC, his business entity, right? So, I'm trying to figure out who's Oren Lane. Hold on, let's find out I want to find out who Oren Lane is. I'm curious now. Let's get into this. We're getting into this. Who is this dude? I don't know who this dude is. I can't find out. I think maybe like a lawyer or something. I think it's a lawyer or something. Probably like a manager, a lawyer or something. Could be a lawyer or something. Let's see. Let's check Instagram. Probably like a lawyer or something. I don't know. But he owes that dude $400K. I don't know why he owes that dude $400K, but he owes that guy $400K. So we'll leave that alone, right? But for the most part, look like it's legit. It's filed in the court, so it's legit. We'll just, I don't know, bro. That's a tough break, man. That's a tough break, right? I do want to check something real quick. Hold on. I do want to check something out, guys, because it was something brought up in the in the comments that I wanted to check out because there was some rumors involved. It was some rumors. Okay. 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 Hmm. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna do this. That's wow. So that's interesting. So that's very interesting. So I checked yours truly, right? Doesn't pop up, guys. Doesn't pop up, guys. Does not pop up, guys. Does not pop up, guys. Okay. Well, we'll get back to the show, guys. So that's what happened. I just want to check some information, guys. I know I kind of veered off track with that, but the case of the matter is he did file for bankruptcy, Chapter 7. No, Chapter 11. My bad. Chapter 11, right? Which is interesting because, like I said, what did it say? My bad. I'm all over the place right now because I was kind of stunned by that. Basically, consolidating and reorganization of his finances and his debts, but having 50 to 99 creditors that he owes, that's wild. Like, how do you pay that off? Like, how do you pay that off? Like, how does someone pay off 99 people? I don't even think I owe. I might owe 4 people. Hold on. Student loans, car, credit card. That's the only people I owe, really. I don't owe nobody else. In other news, what other news we got? Diddy's still trying to get out. They're not finna let Diddy out. Diddy, you're stuck, bro. Diddy's still trying to get out. They're not trying to let Diddy out. He's stuck in there. He had an ex-girlfriend write a character letter to the judge to let him out on bail. It's not happening, champ. It is not happening, champ. You're gonna stay there. They got you. You're booked. You're cooked. It is there, right? Also, we had a successful weekend, guys. We had a successful weekend. We had we tried to do a 24-hour stream. We got booted off at 15 hours, but it was successful. We had fun. It was cool. It was dope. If you guys were there, you were there. If you weren't, you missed it. Metro Boomin is getting a lot of slack for the album. The Metro Boomin album. Just not my thing. Maybe it's an Atlanta thing, a regional sound thing. It just wasn't my thing. I'm not gonna knock it. If you into that sound, that's cool. It's just not my thing. I'm not gonna knock nobody. It's just not my thing. But let's get into Motivational Mondays. So on Mondays, guys, I try to motivate you guys, right? And I try to be a positive light in your lives, and I try to give you my experience, what I went through to kind of motivate you guys, right? And today at work, we had a conversation, me and the fellas, right? And like I say, this is a manosphere channel. This is a man empowerment channel. But I like when the ladies come in too, because we can all work together to better ourselves, right? But we were talking about how missed opportunities are missed blessings, right? Sometimes the opportunities that we don't take are missed blessings that God then blessed us with, right? Because a lot of times we're comfortable. We don't want to get uncomfortable. And when you get comfortable in certain situations, you're scared to get uncomfortable. You don't take the risk because there's no reward without risk, right? So sometimes you got to risk being uncomfortable to be rewarded, right? To that next level. And I think the fear of failing, a lot of times people so scared of failing, they won't risk to get the blessing. And what I mean by that is this, right? I say that to say this, right? Is the fact that if you're always content with the situation you're in, if you're always content with what you have, this just whatever you have right here, if it's mediocre, if it's great, whatever it is, right? If you're always content with that, right? And you never take those opportunities that come by, you'll never know your full potential. You'll never understand what you really can accomplish if you never take the opportunities that come by. If you always say, well, God got me, I don't know. I know not this time. Not this time. Well, if not this time, then when? You could plan every day, every day. If you keep planning, when are you going to put the plan into motion? Like, when are you really going to do it? When are you really going to say enough is enough? I'm going to get up and do it. Because, see, I was telling my buddies, I said, look, God knows from beginning to end, right? He knows from beginning to end. He already knows what your life is going to be like. He already knows what's going to be here. But he's going to give you different ways to get there, different opportunities, different blessings to get there. It's on you to choose which way you get there. You ever did some, you ever get to a point in your life you're like, dang, if I would have did this different, I could have did this different. It's the choices God gives us to say, hey, I gave you this choice. I gave you this choice. It's up to you to choose what you do. And a lot of times we skip on opportunities because we have a mindset of being comfortable. See, it's like sleep, right? When you sleep the best when you're comfortable. When you're uncomfortable, you toss and turn, you're just not comfortable. Now, when you wake up, you should be the same way, man. I'm not comfortable. This ain't it. I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep working. That's how I am personally. I never want to be comfortable in anything I'm doing. I want to be uncomfortable because it keeps me on my toes. It makes me always learn. Like, every time I don't know something, I like that because it makes me want to learn. I don't never want to be the one who knows everything. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be the one who needs to know more. I need to know more. I need to keep growing, because when you stop growing, you stop moving, you die. When you stop growing, you stop moving, that's when you die. I need to know more. I need to always be progressing. I need to be moving forward. I need to be always taking 2 steps forward. And I get it. Like, trust me, I get it. I understand 100% that things don't always work out how you want them to work out. I know times are hard. I know they don't always seem like they're going to map out. I get that. But if you really, really think about it, I know somebody out there right now that said, dang, he's right. Like, he's right, because it was an opportunity. I should have took it. You ever had a chance to take an opportunity and somebody else took it and they fumbled it? And you like, damn, I could have did that way better. You sitting there mad like, man, I could have did that way better. I could have did that way better. Because a lot of times we just be scared to just put a foot in the water. Like remember when you was a kid and you just scared to get, you tall enough to just get in the water, but you just scared to put your foot in because you think it's too deep. You ain't trying to wade in, or what's all that wade in the water song by the old Negro spiritual, wade in the water. You think it's too deep, but it ain't even deep enough. It ain't even deep enough for you. You could really swim in this whole pool. It ain't deep enough, but you scared to put your feet in. That's how a lot of people, they just scared to put their feet in. But if you put your whole body in there and submerge yourself in there, you could swim laps around some of these people. You could swim laps around some of these people if you really thought about it. That's how it was with me with college. I swear, bro, with college, bro, I thought college was harder than what it was. I thought like, nah, man, you got to be a super genius or something, because I didn't just realize it was just studying and focusing and doing things a certain way. And I waited for the right time to go. In my life, when I was mature enough to go, I had to understand that everybody's not going to always fit in the time they're in. Like how I am right now wasn't meant for when I was younger. That just wasn't the time for me. Now was the time for me to understand where I'm at. Like, I couldn't give y'all this version of me 10, 15, 20 years ago. It wouldn't match. You guys wouldn't even, man, if you knew me 20 years ago, this wouldn't even match. You was like, hell no. The guy, me 20 years ago wouldn't even like if I could take me 20 years ago and take me out of him and have him watching me right now, I would be talking trash about me. I mean, what is he talking about? But that's the beauty of being uncomfortable and growing. That's the beauty of growing and getting uncomfortable, is you can see that about yourself and say, hey, I'm growing. I know I'm going to be better than what I am because I feel uncomfortable. It's like getting in a new relationship with somebody, right? When they start doing some new stuff and you're like, it's good, but you just like, oh no, no, it's good, but it just feels uncomfortable. I ain't used to this. You ain't used to somebody treating you good, respecting you, so it feels a little uncomfortable, but you like it. And it grows on you. So you're like, nah, I like this. It's cool. Yeah, keep doing this. Is good. But a lot of times we're so scared and we have these old ways of thinking that we regress to. We say, oh, no, hold on. Back up. Like, now, if you black, I'm pretty sure you've all been through this. You ever work at a job and you work harder than anyone because you black, so you got to go in there working harder than anybody anyway because they think you lazy because you black, or they going to act funny because you black. They're not going to pay you less. And when you find out what so-and-so is making and they don't do half as much work, you like, what? You got to be capped. And you sitting at home like, I'm going to ask these people for some more money, but you like, nah. They go, nah, they not finna, they ain't trying to. But you see this one person, they not doing nothing. They're not even half as smart as you. And your supervisor come and ask you for questions. You sitting there like, man, the supervisor asked me questions, the manager asked me questions. I'm finna ask these people for some more money. And when you ask them for more money, in your mind, you're like, they finna fire me, they say yes so fast. It's like, I gotta been ask these people. I've been struggling, needing these few little coins. I could have been asking people for someone, because sometimes we be so scared of growing that we overlook our worth. We be so scared of growing that we overlook our own worth. And now we be looking stupid at ourselves because you could be so scared of growing, you will overlook your own worth. We see other people's worth before we see our own. And that's crazy, because one thing you're going to do is see yourself every day. You ain't going to see everybody every day. You're going to see yourself every day. And as soon as you brush your teeth, you see yourself. Soon as you get out the shower, get dressed, you see yourself. Soon as you put on your makeup, put on lotion, whatever you do in the mirror, you see yourself. If you don't see your value and worth more than you see other people's, that's crazy. If you're not complimenting yourself the same amount of times you compliment yourself, that's crazy. It's something I do, and it's the reason why I do it. You know why I like my own pictures on social media? Because I have to like me first before I like someone else. I can't go liking people I don't like famous people pictures. I don't like famous people pictures. I don't like female pictures I don't know. I have to know you to like your stuff, because for me to like someone else before I like myself is idiotic. It's asinine. It doesn't make sense for me to like someone else before I like myself. Because if you like someone else before you like yourself, you're not going to understand your own value and your own worth. And then you're not going to treat yourself right. And once you can't treat yourself right, you will not be able to treat someone else right. And when you can't treat someone else right, that's when negative energy is going to happen and you're going to deteriorate from within. I promise you that's what's going to happen. It's been done before. It will be done again. You have to understand your own worth and value first. If you don't do this, you will have a horrible life. I'm telling you. Mark my words. It's 1,000 people out there that know this. But it's just hard for us to say that because a lot of people get caught up in the day-to-day shuffle. A lot of people have the world on repeat. A lot of people have the world on repeat. What I mean world on repeat is this. They have the same destructive lifestyle day in, day out. What I mean with destructive lifestyle is this. They wake up, go to work, come home, watch a streaming app, maybe have a drink, eat dinner, go to sleep, do it again. They work Monday through Friday. Can't wait to get off Friday so they can go buy an outfit, get some alcohol, go out, chill with their friends, wake up Saturday, get over that little baby hangover, then party hard Saturday night, because that's the night they're going in Saturday night. Then they really go get an outfit, go get their nails done or get a haircut. Either if it's male or female, then they really go with their friends. They turn up, right? They go spend their little coins on going to a restaurant afterwards, eat or whatever. Bam. Sunday, they recover. And they get ready for Monday. Halfway through Sunday, they start thinking about how Monday is going to be bad because they got to go back to work. And Monday, they do it all over. And they wonder where the next 5 to 10 years go in their life. And they're mad because in 5 or 10 years, they have nothing to show for it but a bunch of memories in their phone. And know what happens? I'm going to tell you what social media does. Social media makes it worse because what do? Every year on every day that you've had a party, it reminds you, memory pop up, bam, remember this day? Bam, remember this day. And every day it clicks in your head. That's all I got is some memories of partying. I have nothing tangible to show for that. And I'm still not really happy. Imagine being happy without partying. When you can say, you know what, bro, I'm happy. I'm just happy. I don't even need none of this. I'm just happy. Because you know your worth and your value, and you're creating stuff, and you're not comfortable. See, when you get uncomfortable, it's a reason why entrepreneurs are never comfortable. when they tell you that, because they're not comfortable. When you're creating things, that's why you have to do what makes you happy. This stuff makes me happy. Doing this, to me, I don't know. Like for me, I didn't read a book how to do this. No one mentored me how to do this. I just want to do it. I remember how I started. I don't know if you followed me when I started this. I started this with where's it at? Hold on. Where is it at? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Y'all think I'm lying. Where is it at? Dang, where'd I put it? Dang, I'm tripping. Hold on, y'all think I'm playing. I can't find it right now. Where is it at? Dang, I'm tripping. I tripped out. Well, anyway, next episode I'll do it. It's in here somewhere. I started this with a Samsung Galaxy 9 phone. I started that on an iPod, interviewing artists with a mic and that. I don't know where I put that phone at. And it was here somewhere. That's crazy. It's over here somewhere. Anyway, with that, not knowing how to mix, not knowing how to do nothing. With this MacBook right here that's sitting right here. Didn't know how to do nothing. It was just fun to me. It was therapeutic. I finally found something. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get to that 180. So I started this by just wanted to just do something different. I never hey, stop. Hey. That's sexual harassment. I will go to HR. I will go to HR. I'll go to HR. So I started this just because I never did it. I didn't know where I'm from that had ever had a podcast that actually interviewed people and talked to people. And so I feel like I could do this. I didn't ever take classes. I didn't do nothing. I just said I wanted to do this. I said, if God wants this to be for me, he would make it happen. And guess what? I'm here right now in my own space, doing what I do, and everything I've got, everything I invested in. It took time. I just thought about it. I had to research. Of course, now I don't just do it. I research it, right? And I understand that marketing, analytics, that's what going to school helped me understand, right? But I got uncomfortable. Because if you understand, when I first started doing podcasts, you couldn't even see me. I was behind the camera talking to the guest. The guest was in front because I didn't like being on camera. That just wasn't my thing. I was like, nah, I'm cool, bro. But I got uncomfortable. I got very uncomfortable and said, you know what? I want to take it to the most level. I'm going to tell you how uncomfortable I got. I had a YouTube channel before this channel. I had about 200 episodes. But I didn't have a lot of followers because my episodes were everywhere. I had episodes with talking to rappers. I had episodes with a panel full of females and males talking about dating. I had a bunch of monologues talking about life. I had music reviews. I had video reviews. I had a bunch of things. It was cluttered content. So someone was like, no, bro, you got to have concentrated content and you got to have a more organized channel. I said, man, I ain't got time to take all these videos off and save them. I erased the whole channel. I said, if I'm good enough, I could start a new channel and be just as productive and do it just as right. I said, I need to focus on what I need to do. And lo and behold, here we are, right? I got uncomfortable. And sometimes you have to really go before God and say, hey, God, this is what's on my heart. What do you have for me? What's my purpose? Because see, some of my friends, most of my friends, they do like they got shirts, they got graphics, they got different kind of companies. This is what I'm good at. This one makes me happy. What makes them happy is totally different. I can't vouch for them. I don't know if what they do make them happy. I do this because it makes me happy. Do what makes you happy and do what makes you uncomfortable. Like working for somebody, that's comfortable. I'm going to keep it 100. Because why? You know you're going to go to work Monday through Friday, whatever your schedule is, I should say. You're going to get a paycheck, right? You're going to spend that paycheck. They're going to give you a raise every year. They're going to pat you on your back. They're going to buy you some free lunches here and there. You're going to get a couple little bonuses. You're going to, you're doing a great job. You're going to grow a little bit. Cool. You're going to complain about your job here and there. Somebody in the office is going to make you mad. You're going to, in your mind, you're going to slap somebody in your mind because somebody in your office is going to make you want to slap them because that's how they act. You're never going to get uncomfortable unless you have one of them jobs that really, really invest in their workers and give you opportunity to get uncomfortable. Most jobs don't because most jobs breed complacency. Most jobs breed complacency and nepotism. It's known fact. That's life. You got to deal with that. Move past that. You can't get caught up on that. Okay? Now, what that means is if you come home every day If you come home every day, what's up, Curly? If you come home every day and say, hey, look, I'm going to get uncomfortable and work on my dreams and work on me and work on what I'm trying to do and not be complacent and not stay comfortable and get uncomfortable and work on what you want to work on, you will grow very fast and very good at what you want to do and what you're happy at. Because a lot of times, I think we talked about this last time about a 9-to-5 being a killer of dreams. A lot of times people will get comfortable with just the material things they can get from their job. Because there's some people here who make good money at their job. Let's not knock that. But they make enough money just to take care of the small things that they're happy with for the right now. Because if when I ask successful people, the few people I know that are very, very successful and have money, I say, what is the benefits of being successful? Like, what is the main benefits? Because we see the cars, you see the vacations, you see the jewelry, you see the houses. And the number one answer I always get about being successful, what's the number one benefit? Is time, freedom, the freedom to be with their family, the time. And I thought about that. You know what bothers me about a job? Do you know what bothers me about a job? It's not the pay. It's not the work. It's when I got to ask for time off. When I got to put in for PTO. When I got to call out sick, I have to ask someone to take a day off. That bothers me. That really bothers me to say. I have to call and say, hey, I got a request to take this day off, that day off. Like, that bothers me. That bothers me to say, hey, I got to ask to take a day. Like, hey, can I take 2 weeks off? Like, to me, I've always been like that. The financial freedom I want is to say, hey, I'm working from Saint Tropez, Saint Tropez. I'm in the south of France. I'm working from the south of France. I'm in Monaco. That's me. That's the type of freedom. I want to bounce around. I want to bounce around the world. I want my passport. I want to need a new passport. Like, I got too many stamps. I need a new one. That's what I see. And that's why I do this. To talk this, to tell people, because I know people feel like me. I know people understand what I'm feeling. I understand that people want that motivation to say, hey, you know what? One day I'm not going to be sitting at this desk listening to this goofy over here and picking up the slack from this dummy over here. You feel me? I understand that. I know for a fact. I know it's people who look like me who've been through it and say, man, listen, bro, just because I look like this don't mean I'm dumb. I get what y'all saying. Like, I can't stand people come in there and talk to you like you dumb. Like, bro, listen, just because they don't get it don't mean I don't get it. Talk to them like that. But I understand that. I get it, that everything takes time. And you have to put the work in. A lot of people don't understand what sweat equity is. See, sweat equity comes with a lot. People don't understand about sweat equity. And we'll get into that. We'll talk about that. But I also want to make sure that we understand what I'm talking about here is getting uncomfortable. And one of the biggest things that I overlooked with getting uncomfortable was it was times I should have started a business, but I just didn't know what to start. Like, it was a time in 2020 where I could have started a business and I just didn't know what to start. I was scared because starting a business is very scary. Like, the overhead, and then most businesses fail in the first 5 years. And I didn't know if people would support me. I felt like, I was just known in the community for nonprofit work, for, community activist work. I wasn't really known as an entrepreneur in the community like that. I had events, but they were like events of giving. I didn't think people would come to the business ideas that I had. I always because one, I wanted a coffee shop. Then I wanted a hookah bar. I didn't know how to really galvanize people to those businesses that I wanted. I knew the ideas were solid, and I still have an idea right now from where I'm from that would go up. But a lot of times getting uncomfortable takes a very hard push. And a lot of times we don't have access to the type of capital it takes to make some of these dreams come true. And some of the people you do know that have that capital, they're not willing to risk it on you like that because they don't feel like you could do it. So when you go through those obstacles and the walls like that, you have to sit back and say, hey, how do I make this happen on my own? What can I do? How can I build my value up, my brand up? And you have to start branding yourself. And that's a whole nother topic, branding yourself. And that's the beauty of these phones. That's the beauty of this internet, this social media, is you can brand yourself, and you can sit here like crazy thing. This is the craziest thing I swear to God, this is only God. I don't know. This is only God. So check this out. I hopped on here Friday, right? Y'all was here Friday. Some of y'all was here with me Friday. We were shooting the shit for about 3 hours on Friday. After talking on here for 3 hours, we talked for 3 hours. We talked about everything. I don't know. I forgot we talked about everything on Friday about 3 hours, right? I decided on 3 hours that it was 8182 weekend. If you don't know what that means, is that's what my record label is. That's what my nonprofit is. 81 was the year Alan's born. 82 is the year I'm born. We made it our company. Yada yada. So I'm like, it's 8182 weekend. I'm gonna stream myself all night, sleeping, chilling, doing all that. To me, I'm like, I'm just gonna try it. I seen other people do it. I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna get uncomfortable and crash here. I'm not gonna go home. I'm gonna crash here, watch some TV till I pass out, right? And just see what happens. 40 people decided to watch me sleep in here after I watched Happy Gilmore 2. From around the world, people from Malaysia, UK, and here, 40 people. One of the homies said he woke up in the middle of the night, checked the Twitch, and seen I was just here watching people watching me just sleep. That's getting uncomfortable just to see what's up. Like, okay, cool. Getting uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable. Like that's what I like. That to myself, I was proud of myself to say, you know what, bro? Good job. Because you're getting uncomfortable. There's things that you just don't do. Like, it's things that make you want to just grow. Getting uncomfortable makes you want to grow. Like, even me, like, even reading more. Like, I love to read, but I had stopped reading for a while. So now I make sure I knock out at least 1 or 2 pages before I go to sleep. Even like today, not listening to no music. I haven't listened to no music today. Normally I listen to some type of trap rap or something. I haven't listened to no music like lately. Lately I've been going to sleep listening to R&B, kind of like get my mind off of too much, violent music. I listen to a lot of violent music, but just getting uncomfortable doing certain things. Like, and then honestly, if you're on the Twitch, if you go to my Twitch in my bio, you'll see my Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, a lot of the lives we have on Instagram, we talk about some deep stuff. We get uncomfortable on our talks on Instagram. It's very uncomfortable. A lot of us talk about uncomfortable things. We talk about a variety of topics that we get uncomfortable about, but we open up and we have respective dialogues about different stuff. So that's growth, right? And I think that me as a black man, I get to grow every day. Every day I grow being uncomfortable because you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. People say some crazy stuff to me at work. I be like, okay. You know what? It's okay. Okay. I'm a man of God. See, I could tell a person I'm a man of God or I could show them. Because I tell people all the time, you don't know me. Like, you don't know me. You really don't even know me. If you knew me, you wouldn't have said that. But since you don't know me, I'm just going to walk away and I'm going to put a smile on my face because you don't know no better. And that's what makes me happy about the growth and the path that I'm on. And I would hope that I can motivate people to be on that same path because I know it's hard sometimes. I know you can understand that waking up every day, not knowing where tomorrow might lead, not knowing what you might or might not have, and turn on these phones and hopping on social media where everybody got a Benz, everybody got a diamond chain, got the big bracelet, got the baddest female, she like this, the most ballingest dude. I understand that fake life is becoming the norm, but it's not real. They're not happy. I promise you, I know they're not happy. I can promise you that. I challenge a lot of you. Listen, I know y'all got Netflix. All y'all got Netflix. Everybody on here got Netflix. All y'all. What I want you to do, I want you to go on Netflix and watch a documentary called The Minimalist. The Minimalist. Yeah, Minimalist, right? It's a very good documentary. I watched it. It changed me forever. It really made me understand the benefits of minimizing what's in my life and living with the bare minimals. And I've made a few mistakes. I made some purchases. I'm not going to lie. I will be honest with you guys. I'll be transparent. I made some purchases I shouldn't. I'm going to fix that right now. I'm in the process of selling some things that I shouldn't have. Listen, I'm going to be transparent on here. I really don't want to sell this stuff. I don't even have to sell it. But God put it on my heart to stop being so vain and egotistical and full of pride. And I'm going to do it. So I'm gonna be transparent. So last year or a year before last, I don't know what year it was. I wanted to buy myself something. I said, you know what? I worked very hard. I put in the work. I haven't bought nothing. I was doing good. So I said, I want to buy me something. I never really bought me nothing. I said, I want to buy a new car. I had a car that was paid off, working perfectly fine. It was nothing wrong with it, but I want to buy a new car. And so I prayed. I put a car in my heart. I went on a trip and I got a rental. And the rental was fire. It was a Charger. I said, what is for a Charger? I put it on my heart. I said, when God ready, he's going to give me the car. So one day I'm at work late night and it's snowing, right? And I'm at work. I'm flipping through my phone, warming my car up. I clicked on the car I seen. I was like, dang, that's nice. I'm flipping. And you know how like you normally set up an appointment to go look at the car and then the car dealership bugs you to come look at the car. So they didn't bug me. They're like, you want to come check it out? Like, yeah, I'll come check it out. So I go look at the car, test drive it. I'm like, it's cool. I'm like, I want this car. They're like, okay. So we run the numbers. They're like, yeah, you can come pick it up tomorrow if you want. I'm like, okay. It was so easy that I knew it was God. So I get the car, right? Everything's good. Mind you, for the last 2 years, I've had 2 cars for no reason. For no reason. I'm one person. It's not even like I'm married or in a serious relationship where we could switch cars or something like that. I have 2 cars. I've been paying for full coverage for 2 cars, parking spots. Like it was literally one time where I was living in downtown St. Louis where I'm paying I'm living on the 7th floor in this loft downtown St. Louis. I'm paying for 2 parking spots, $150 a month for 2 parking spots. This is so yeah. And this is coming from somebody who knows finances, who does financial advisory for people. Yes, I know it sounds dumb. I'm being transparent with you guys right now. I'm opening up like a book right now, right? So I'm sitting here the other day. I'm looking at both my cars. I'm washing them, right? I don't know. I can't put one on two-row because I don't like nobody driving my stuff. I'm just not comfortable with that. I'm a weirdo. I would not put my car on two-row. I would not let no one drive my car. I'm just weird like that. Sorry, not gonna happen. Yeah. I'm just, so technically speaking, I don't need to. So I was thinking to myself, like, you know what? I'm just going to sell one, keep one. But then overall, right? Yeah, I'm not, nobody's finna see my car. I don't even let no one use my car. Like, you can use my one car. Yeah. That's just me. Listen, it's just me. I'm not doing bad, like I said, but if I want to do what I want to do, I do have to sell one. And that's it. If I want to do what I want to do. So now if I sell one, the one I pay a car note on, right? It opens up for me to do what I want to do, which is travel more and do the show on the road, right? But also if I keep it, I still be happy. So we're like every day I wake up, it's like, keep it happy, travel more. So we're in the air. But that's just me, right? I can get uncomfortable. Nope, you were in San Diego. Yeah, I would have said, no, you're in San Diego. Anyway, so yeah, that's me. I gotta get uncomfortable. So I'm in a big decision right there. I've been praying on it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know I don't need I know I don't need both. I don't. But yeah, so we're going to do that. But we're going to figure it out. When I do it, I'll let you guys know. You guys will know. You guys will definitely know. I'm definitely transparent about that. But yeah, I ain't going to lie, though. I would give both of them up right now for a Cybertruck. Both of them will go right now for the Cybertruck. Both of them get the fuck out of here. For the Cybertruck, yeah. Which I shouldn't do that without buying a house first, but both of them will go for the Cybertruck. Yeah. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how y'all feel. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah. I almost, nah, not really. But yeah, for the Cybertruck, yeah, both of them can go. Cybertruck for sure. But where we at? But yeah, that's how I'm worried with that, right? And it's Motivational Monday, guys. How y'all feeling? If you on my Twitch, you can check the schedule out. I'm trying my best to stick to that schedule. If you just hopped on Instagram, the schedule for Instagram will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. For Twitch, it's every day. It's a new topic. Every day. We're trying to keep it going, keep it flowing. For some reason today it's hot as hell in here. I can't put the AC on because it's loud as hell. But we're okay. We're moving right along now. While they're joking around out here on Instagram, if you see me look this way, it's because Instagram. If I stop being a cheapo and pay for Streamlabs, I can stream on both. But I think the ratio is kind of messed up. But we're gonna keep going. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, we're gonna have a more structured show here. I am gonna stop being lazy and unprofessional and kind of curate the show a little bit better. Curate the show a little bit better with actual topics. I tried to find what's going on this weekend. There wasn't too much stuff that happened this weekend, to be honest, which was kind of weird. It was kind of awkward that nothing really happened this weekend, which was kind of odd. Nothing really came out. There was nothing really cool. My weekend was I was with here. You guys watched my whole weekend. I watched Happy Gilmore 2. It wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. I'm going to tell you right now. Happy Gilmore 2 was Adam Sandler. It was good. It was good. You had a lot of good characters. The plot was cool, but it wasn't all that. I needed more from it. I needed a little bit more from it. I didn't get what I needed. But staying on track to the topic, Motivational Mondays. How to deal with disrespect, right? I'm trying to motivate you guys when it comes to dealing with disrespect. Understanding that some people don't even know they're disrespectful. Why? Because someone in their life let them act like that. Now, before, and I gotta say it like that. Before, I was a firm believer that disrespect should be handled with the most extreme violence and prejudice. Like, you're supposed to hurt somebody if they disrespect you. Nowadays, in my change, I've come to understand that sometimes with violence, you don't really solve the problem. It's fun. You kind of like get your point across, but it doesn't solve the problem, right? With disrespect, I've learned silence and distance solves the problem better than anything. When someone disrespects you, and this is the truth, just shut them out. Shut them out. Because attention is the new currency, right? So when a person, I'm telling you, this is the coldest truth of all time. Listen, when someone disrespects you, shut them out. Don't even say that to them. Do not feed into the energy. Do not feed them negativity. Because see, what most people feed off is negativity. They want to argue. They want to make their point. They want to, no, okay, cool. You right. You right. You do you. You do you. Go ahead. Keep saying that. You good. Because see, what I'm not going to do, I'm not finna sit here and argue with someone I know, first of all, doesn't have the common sense to understand that you're being disrespectful. 2, you don't know that I'll slap the taste out your mouth. 3, you don't understand that it's going to get worse than that. 4, you're really an idiot. And then 5, I'm wasting my time. I could be doing something else. So with disrespect, I've learned to give them some space, keep my distance, and just protect my energy. See, a lot of times we're giving energy to the wrong things. Like, I remember, listen, this is a good one. I remember, and if you know me, you know this. I used to get mad so quick. So, bro, even today, I catch myself getting mad quick. I'm like, bro, why are you getting mad so quick? And I wouldn't even be really mad. Bro, I be sitting here sometimes getting mad. I'm like, bro, you're not even mad. You're faking it. You're fake mad right now, bro. You're not even seriously mad. You know how you know if you mad? If you go to sleep and wake up mad, you're still mad. A lot of times you're not mad. You're not even upset. Your feelings are hurt. Somebody just hurt your feelings, bro. That's all it is. You're not really mad. I used to get mad quick, like, bro, why am I so mad? Then I be realizing, my little feelings hurt. My little feelings is hurt. I ain't really mad because it just be little. People know what buttons to push real quick because some people have nothing else in life to do but push your buttons. Some people are just that petty. You gotta understand, some people wake up in the morning and say, who can I piss off today? Because their lives, you gotta understand, some people go home to bullshit. You gotta understand it. Listen. You gotta understand that some people go home to a person that's either beating them, verbally abusive, to a family that don't love them, to nothing at home, to somebody who's just sorry, to just somebody ugly, mean, hurtful. And I'm not talking about outer, I'm talking about inner. It's people going home to stuff like, you got people going home to people who don't even tell them they love them. It's people that leave out their house in the morning and nobody tells them they love them. You know how that hurt? I leave out the house. People tell me they love me. I don't know. I got family who tell me they love me. I'm sorry. You know, so you gotta understand. Some people don't know what that feels like. Some people don't even know. So you gotta understand that. Of course, they'll be mad when they see you. Of course, they'll be mad when they see your energy, bro. You ever just see people like, man, I know he going through a lot. You could just look in their eyes and see like life is hard on them. You can see it on them. Like I can see it on somebody. Man, life hard on that person. I be feeling bad. Like, bro, like I get it. I get it. Like I get it. Like, man, listen. I be trying to tell people like, man, listen. I'm just blessed, bro. I don't know what you went through. I'm just blessed. I can't. Whatever problems you got, I don't know about them problems because I didn't have those type of problems. I'm sorry you had those type of problems. I just didn't. I pray you don't go through that. But yeah, so you have to be mindful of that. And you can't befriend everybody. You can't be cool with everybody. See, this is what people do. I noticed that, oh no, they cool. They seem like cool people. No, they don't. You don't even know what cool people seem like. I can't stand when somebody say, oh, they seem like cool peoples. How do you know what cool people seem like? Tell me. What do cool people seem like? Is there a chart somewhere where they say this is what cool people seem like? Because I'm trying to find that chart. Where they got a chart like that says this is what cool people seem like? I'm trying to find that chart. Because I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it. Because I'm tired of seeing, you know what? You know what's so funny? I'm tired of seeing the fake friends posts. Oh, I'm tired. I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Y'all all, you knew what it was. You knew what it was before you started hanging with them. See, a lot of y'all be trying to fit in with these peer groups, these friend groups, and y'all see what it is. And you think it ain't gonna affect you because you feel like you different. Like you, oh no, I know what it is. No, you don't. You just like the rest of them. You're gonna do the same thing. You got the same problem. You just think you special and it ain't gonna happen to you because you know something that the next person don't know, and then you just more better. No. Pig meat is greasy. Fat meat is greasy. Last time I checked, right? Last time I checked. What did Nip say? Last time that I checked? Anyway, before we get up out of here in this motivation, you know what? What's crazy is this is one of the shorter shows, even though it's an hour. Normally, we on here for like 2 to 3 hours. Like normally, hey, I ain't gonna lie. When we get up off here, when we be on here for like 2-3 hours, I be going home. I be dead tired. I be just like that. And then what's crazy about these 2 to 3 hour shows? This is crazy. If I post an hour show on my YouTube, so this is what I do, and this is for anybody. Actually, this is what I was taught. This was I was shown. This is how you do this. Is I do we got Instagram going, and then we have Twitch going live, and as it records on Twitch, right? When I'm done recording this on Twitch, it'll bounce down. I do a highlight and I download the Twitch video. After downloading the Twitch video, I put that on YouTube, right? And it's on YouTube, it gets the plays. And after that, I make clips and put those clips on TikTok, Threads, Facebook, and Instagram, right? And that's how you grow and that's how you get content out there. People will watch the 3-hour videos more on YouTube compared to the 1-hour videos, which is crazy. I thought people would watch the shorter videos more than the longer videos, which is very interesting. I didn't get that. I really don't get that. That's kind of interesting, but it is what it is, right, guys? But what was it? Saturday? Was Saturday night? No, Saturday night was a good one. Saturday night was a real good one. Actually, a lot of these two, just so we on the same page here, guys. I don't write this down, so I don't be writing this down. I just kind of freestyle it. I kind of just, to be honest, I read books on self-improvement, relationships, of course, the Bible, or just psychology books, mental mindset books. It's one of my favorite is The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. The Art of Letting Go, Psychology of Money, things like that. I just read these books on a regular. And so when I talk, I kind of apply them to real life situations that I've been through and how they helped me change. And the change that I've been through that actually was a very detrimental change to actually propelling me in life to better circumstances. So that's how I apply those books to what we're doing when we talk. And if people ask me questions, so a lot of times in real life, people will ask for my advice. Either they call me or I'm at work. And so I take some of those conversations, guys, and I apply them to here. And they work, you know? So that's why the show is called Talking with Maserati. Because we're just having a conversation. But guys, you know, these monologues are actually kind of therapeutic for me. Because I get to just spew out a lot of my problems that you guys don't even know about through just talking. So I get to covertly talk about my problems and you guys get to hear it and don't know what I'm talking about, to be honest, unless you catch on what I'm talking about. You feel me? You know, yeah. So a lot of time, which is interesting because I think about a year ago, I think these two ladies were just I think a year ago when was it a year ago or a year and a half ago, maybe, I think my podcast was kind of, I think, misunderstood or kind of maybe my delivery was a little different. But going back, watching it and understanding like really how to deliver things and kind of market better and just kind of going from my old podcast and kind of seeing how my message was and how I was saying things, you always have to reflect on how you deliver your message and the impact of your message and people listening to your message. Because a lot of times you don't know the impact you have on people and the influence you do have on people. So you have to kind of really step back and say, hey, what am I saying and how am I saying it and who am I saying it to? Really, you know, you can't just be reckless with what you're saying. You know, I have a buddy of mine. He actually has a very successful podcast. His name is Real Stacey Prince, and he has a very, very, very interesting approach to things. He has a successful podcast. One day I'm gonna bring him on. He doesn't just stream. He does record it. I'm gonna bring him on one day. He's a funny guy. He's a real good guy. He has very, very interesting take on things. You guys will have fun with him on. I'm gonna bring him on one of these days. But yeah, I don't it's hard to find like-minded people because a lot of people are very negative. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I tend to be on the positive side, but realistic, you know, as realistic. Like even when we talk about relationship, you know, when we talk about relationships, I keep it 100. You know, I haven't been the most perfect person in a relationship and I haven't had the most perfect relationships, but no one is. Like, I don't sit here and say, oh, I hate people. I don't, bro. I fucked up. They fucked up. We fucked up. We fucked up together. It'd be like that. Keep moving. Like shit. It'd be like that. I ain't finna stop. It ain't finna stop. That's what it's not finna do. I'm still working on my dating show. But no, for real. What else we got coming up? But yeah. Listen, I'm telling y'all, follow me on Twitch. If y'all want to win some stuff, I'm really considering doing this Complex Com giveaway. Right? Yeah. For sure. I'm telling y'all don't know, y'all keep playing. Y'all gonna miss out. But nah, definitely recommend it. I am curious though. I do want to do a live in person. I want to do a live event one day, just like a live show. I don't know how I would do it, a live show. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I'm tad. I don't know how that would be. Like just like sitting on like sit up on stage and just do this live. I don't know how that would be. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I've done it before. Actually, I did the Black History Parade, but it was more interviewing people. It wasn't like me just doing my monologues live, like how I do this. I've never done this like live on stage. I am curious how that would be. But yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. I'm really curious about how that would be received. Yeah. How would I do that though? Like, would there be questions asked to me, or do I just give my monologue, or do I pick a topic? Do I have you guys pick a topic? How would I do that, chat? Like, how does that work? I'm really interested in that. Also, so look, I had an idea. I'm thinking about scrapping the couch, taking the couch out, right, and just putting a table with like 4 mics right there. Table with 4 mics right there. A table with 4 mics right there, and then that'll be the backdrop for guests. Or leave the couch. Well, I might leave the couch because when I stream overnight, I have somewhere to sleep. Yeah, the couch might have to stay. Yeah, that might have to stay. That's not going nowhere. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely different perspective on the subject. I'm still waiting for a female co-host. I just got to pick the right one. I don't want to be flirting on camera. I don't want to be flirting on camera. I need a female co-host that's going to come in here, keep it business, and that's it. No flirting on camera. None of that. We got to be strictly business. Business only. Business. We're here to work. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just business. That's it. As you can see, it is getting late tonight. So before we get up out of here, why do you gotta approve him? Why do you gotta approve him? Why does she gotta approve him? She's not gonna approve him. You're not gonna approve nobody. How you gonna approve him? How you gonna approve him? You gotta approve him. You know, they got to email you the application. Huh? She gotta approve him. Guys, Instagram be going crazy sometimes. We be having fun on Instagram. Maybe Instagram ones, you guys, it be fun. How you know that's kind of aggressive. I know what's best for you is kind of aggressive. Now that one, that's kind of aggressive. I don't know. That sounds a wee bit aggressive. I know what's best for you. I know what's best for you sounds a wee bit aggressive. I don't know. What's up, Melissa? I don't know. That sounds a wee bit aggressive. Like, I can't. Hey, how y'all summer going so far? How's y'all summer going so far? I gotta give her a hard time. Yeah, I gotta give her a hard time on the chat. Yeah. I'm not letting nothing slide. I'm on everything. Yeah. How's y'all summer? Hey, did y'all do anything wild this summer yet? Y'all got any wild stories? Y'all close friends? I ain't seen y'all posting on your close friends. Ain't got any wild things on y'all summer? I ain't do nothing wild this summer. Actually, I've been on my best behavior this summer. This is one of the summers I've been on my best behavior. I've stuck to my guns. I've been good. I haven't broken any of my vows. I've been good. I'm gonna stay there. If I can, I'm gonna make it this summer. This will be one of the summers I actually made it. Right? And then once I get through this summer, God, you got me. We're good. God got me this summer, and yeah, I'm in my purity, and all my purity this summer. Yeah, a lot of y'all can't say that. Cap using San Diego going up. Cap. See how these ladies be lying so fast. Man, I was inside all summer. Didn't even have my son, auntie, been in bed. She was in San Diego going up. See, go to her stories. Go to her Facebook. Go rewind the footage. See, fellas, y'all gotta watch. This is a family summer. Music parks and pools and kids. Rewind the footage, fellas. Rewind the footage. Can't believe what they be saying. That was a family function. What does that mean? Just because it's a family function. All them ain't cousins. Nah. And you know what? I think everybody in here can agree. Outside might be over. I think only time it's outside is back popping is on trips. Like I think local outside and outside is over because like I be getting invited outside. All the angels, all the halos. I ain't falling for it. All the local outside. When I get invited to outsides, it's like even like this weekend coming up, bro. Listen, normally this weekend coming up, I'd be outside this weekend. You know what this weekend is? Do you know what this weekend is? The Soca Carnaval. The Soca Carnaval in Los Angeles. Boy, the Soca Carnaval in LA. Do you know what that is? Normally I would be outside. Do you know what this Saturday, bro? This Saturday, listen what this Saturday is. If I tell you what this Saturday is, y'all saying, Shells, why are you not outside? Literally this Saturday, I could be ratchet. I could be anything. This Saturday, literally this Saturday, y'all not hearing me, huh? Y'all want to hear the truth. This Saturday, this whole Saturday, I could be outside all day and night. Number one, this Saturday in LA, the Rams versus Dallas Cowboys preseason game at the SoFi Stadium. That's one reason, right? That's one reason to be outside. Then after that, the Soca Carnival in LA to 2 a.m. That's another reason. They finna be having the Jamaicans, the Belizeans, the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, the whateverins. They all there. The ends is they all there. Doing all the dancing. There's too much weed smoke in there, but I don't smoke or drink, but it's there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm being on my best behavior. I'm single. That's the crazy part. I'm really being good for no reason. I'm just telling you, it is a reason I'm being good, but I'm still saying. I'm just saying. I'm inside. Unk inside. Right now, Unk inside. I could be acting like big bro, but I'm acting like Unk right now. Unk inside. Ooh, you know what I found out too? Oh my God, bro! I found out I only got like two. I think I got like 2 more years of Unk status. Then I'm done being Unk. I only got like 2 more years. Yeah, I found out. Yeah, it's crazy. After that, I think I'm old head after Unk. I got old head status in like 2 more years, which is wild. That's wild. I didn't know that. Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. I forgot. Yeah, somebody had told me about this. Let me look it up, y'all. I forgot somebody told me about this. Hold on. Let me hold on. Where is it at? I want to see the it's one. There was one that's more accurate. Oh no, there it is.
Started what? Little niggas is from.
Okay. So yeah.
Started what?
So
Little niggas is from 8
yeah, man.
to 14.
I didn't know. Listen, check this out. I didn't know that. So, if y'all agree with me, y'all can hear me. Do y'all agree with me when I tell you this? So this on TikTok. A Detroit dude explains the ages of us niggas, men, right? This is the age group for niggas. What's up, Juice Kid? What's up, Slime? This is the age group they said for niggas. Little niggas is 8 to 14. YNs is 15 to 25. Big bro is 26 to 35. Unk is 36 to 44. OG is 45 to 55. Old head is 56 and up. Nigga, I got 2 more years and I'm OG, which is wild. That's, bro, I've been an Unk. I didn't know I was an Unk this whole time. Bro, in 2 more years, all I got is 2 more years of being Unk. That's crazy. I don't even look like Unk. That's wild. Bruh. And I'm only about, I'm close to old head too. Dang, that's crazy. That's wild. You just hit Unk status. You literally just hit Unk status. You was this big bro. You just hit Unk status. You just came to the Unk club. That's crazy. Hey, but what does that mean? You're not big Unk, bro. You little Unk. You just became Unk, bro. You ain't even earned Unk status yet, bro. You ain't even earned Unk status. You gotta earn these Unk status. But nah, that makes sense though. But like, yeah. Some of these dudes out here acting like YNs though. They just goofy. That's crazy. Oh, it was, bro. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. It was a post. Bro, hold on, bro. Where's that post at? It was a post. It was a post I want to talk about. Y'all got me started. Don't get me started. What Boosie say? Y'all done got me started. Going off Patron. Who is this? I don't like when weird people be liking my posts. I don't be trusting people, bro. I don't. If I don't know you, man, I don't like you liking my posts, bro. If I don't know you, P, don't like my post, P. What's going on, man? Hey, going off Patron. Hey, look, we about to get up out of here. It's been a long, we've been chilling, but yeah, nah, man. Hold on, man. What's up with this nigga? This nigga Guapi. My nigga El Guapo. This nigga. I can't. Hey, why do people do that? Why y'all be having 1,000 different fucking Instagrams, man? Y'all get one Instagram. Get one Instagram, man. Nah, man. Hold on, man. Get one Instagram, man. What's up with this nigga? This nigga Guapi. Oh, that's crazy. Nigga El Guapo. I can't. And why do people do that? Why y'all be having 1,000 different? Okay, so fucking Instagrams, man. Y'all get one Instagram. I didn't know. So now I didn't know I could do this. So now I'm watching my live on the thing without having to do. Okay, so cool. I know you can do that. Let me see if I can type myself a message. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Did it come up? It didn't come up. So. Okay, so that's crazy. Okay, it is catching. So now that's wild. Anyway, so back to it. Here we go. We're gonna do what we're gonna do though. That's wild. Anyway, back to the program at hand. Back to the program at hand, like we talking, right? So now we got those out the way, right? Before we close the show out, I always like to close the show out on a positive note, right? It didn't come up. Every day. That's crazy. Okay, it is catching. Every day. I need you guys to do something. If you promise me to do this, I'm gonna do it with you. When you wake up early, right? Write a goal down and plan out your day. When you wake up early, write a goal and plan out your day. Start doing this, right? Really start structuring your life out and have goals. Every day. Like a lot of my goals, bro, I've been able to accomplish because I make small, specific, measurable, attainable, goals on timely fashion, right? Like these are my goals. Things that you see that I'm manifesting right now that I'm doing, these are my goals. Like I really, really love the fact that I can knock these goals out. Like these are goals that I really love that I have that really move me to be a better person. Like these are actually great goals that I'm able to actually share with you guys in these moments, right? And when you create these goals, right? These are my goals. No, yeah, for real manifestation, bro. You have to see it before it manifests into reality, bro. Like Juice Kid. Remember, bro, Juice Kid was there when I first started my podcast, bro. When it was in my studio apartment in Long Beach, when it wasn't all that, bro. When I had to set up it was just a little chair, a table, and a sheet. It was just a sheet, bro. It wasn't that much. Oh, yeah. For real, you gotta separate yourself. Elevation comes from separation. Remember that elevation comes from separation, right? You can't elevate if something holding you down, especially dead weight. You can't carry dead weight. It's impossible. So remember that. So you gotta write down your goals. Be strategic about everything you do. Keep in mind, there's people around you that don't want to see you win. It's people right now that's saying, "Nah, I hope he don't win. I pray he don't win." Just because, not because they hate you, it's because they understand where you're trying to go and what you want to do. They only know where you've been, and they can see that for you. They can see your losses. They like your losses because it makes sense to them. They don't want to see you win because it don't make sense to them. It's hard to understand that, right? And I just want to say that to y'all because I care, man. Like, you know, I know we come on here, we joke, we have fun, but it's Motivational Monday, so I gotta motivate y'all through y'all week. You know, we're gonna start the week off strong, positive. Also, it's very important. I know this is hard for some people because it was hard for me. Health is wealth. Take care of your body. Health is wealth. Now get everybody. Because I care, man. Like, yeah, man. Write it down. Speak into existence. Already alive. Keyword. I know everybody can't make it to the gym every day like me, right? I make sure I go. But your health, how you take care of this, is everything. And we're all on this health journey together, right? None of us is perfect, right? You can start by counting calories and what you eat. Me, I chose to go vegan. I chose to give up all that stuff, and now I count calories. Literally tonight, I had a $500 calorie dinner. I make sure it's under 500 calories. We're all on this health journey, right? I only had about maybe 200 some calories at lunch. I make sure I'm at a calorie deficit. I make sure I do my cardio. And now I count calories. I burnt about 800 calories, so I burnt more calories than I ate today. So I'm in a calorie deficit. I'm not hungry right now because I had some Metamucil. I had some cayenne with some lemon and warm water to curb my appetite. So I'm not hungry right now. I'm actually content. I try to eat under 1,000. I don't eat more than 1,000 calories a day. I know some people say, well, how do you maintain weight? How you going to maintain muscle? You're going to be tired. No, you're not, because I make sure I have a lot of protein. I get protein from protein shakes, plant-based meat, stuff like that. I make sure I get my macros right. So as you can see, I'm not shriveled up, and I make sure I get 8 hours of sleep and drink a lot of water. Get 8 hours of sleep. That's why I'm not on here every night till 12 midnight. No, I'm finna get off here about 8:30, 8:45. I'll be in bed by 9, back up at 5 a.m., 5:30. I'm gonna get 8 hours of sleep. Stuff like that. I make sure I get my macros. I'm gonna drink. I try to drink a gallon of water a day. I'm not gonna lie. I try to drink as much water as possible because you gotta hydrate your body. And then I try to keep my calorie intake as 1,000 calories a day and burn over 1,000 calories a day. I'll be in bed by 9 because we're trying to burn fat right now. We're not trying to build muscle. We're trying to burn fat. We're trying to get to 180. The goal is to get to 180. So you guys are on the road with me, you know, and we're gonna have, you know, days where we don't do our best, but we don't focus on those days. We focus on the day. We focus on every day. We're doing better. We're doing something every day, some small step to get to our goal. So a small step to get to our goal. We're not gonna focus on the days we mess up. Okay, we can't control everything, right? We can't control everything, bro. We're gonna control what we can control, right? Don't beat yourself up for the mistakes. Celebrate the wins, right? And yeah, that's why even for me, like, bro, I cut out the fried foods, cut out the processed foods, cut out the going out to eat. Yeah, we all like to go out, you know, the Ruth Chris and the Flemings and the Maestros and the little spots, you know, the towels and all the little spots. We all like that. We like going to get sushi. You got to cut it out. You need a salad. Plant-based salad with the plant-based chicken on top of the salad. Yeah, a little bit of sesame seed oil on top. I gotta eat it because if I want the results, I can't be on here lying saying I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Y'all ain't gonna take me serious. How y'all gonna take me serious with some advice if I ain't being taking myself serious? They'll be like, look at him, he can't even take himself serious. How am I take him serious? It don't work that way. Nah, it don't work that way, and I understand that. So I gotta take myself serious. You know what, man? I'm telling y'all guys, hey, listen, before I get up out of here, y'all are the greatest. Without y'all, I am nothing. I appreciate y'all always checking in on me, popping in on these lives. It's hard to get people in on Instagram Live. It's hard to get people on Twitch. So I appreciate y'all. I recommend the channel. If you follow me on Twitch, you'll be automatically enrolled in the giveaways when I do have the giveaways. So all you gotta do is follow me on Twitch. You'll be automatically enrolled. And whatever I give away, I'll pull your name. If I pull it, I'll hit you until you give me your address, and I will send it to you. You're automatically enrolled. If you're on Instagram, I'm telling you, follow me on Twitch. Automatically enroll. Y'all have a blessed night. On the channel, if you follow me on Twitch, you'll be automatically enrolled in the giveaways when I do have the giveaways. So all you gotta do is follow me on Twitch. You'll be automatically enrolled. And whatever I give away, I'll pull your name. I'll pull it. I'll hit you until you give me your address, and I will send it to you. Twitch, I'll be telling them, man, look, you gotta follow me on here. I'm gonna do some giveaways. I'm really thinking about giving away some complex com tickets. What y'all think? Twitch, do you think I should do it? I think I should, huh? what episode this is. See, I'll be forgetting. Chat. It's episode 12. Okay. Nah, but most definitely look at this. Look. Numbers going up. It's getting solid. I think that most people really need someone to talk to and just help them like on their goals and just help them just push forward, you know. And so hopefully I can be that for you guys. Hopefully when y'all come on my channel, y'all come talk to me, talk with Maserati, y'all get that. You know, I hope I can be that for you. Before I get out of here, I want to say thank you guys for showing up. I know you guys don't have to be here with me and you choose to be here, and I appreciate that on Mondays. We're going to get off and go get me some sleep. I will see you guys back here tomorrow. You have a blessed night.